that one like eats like the bag of popcorn before the movie starts.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool phone, Fred.
Frederick.
7 years.
Frederick Cry. Thank you for inviting us all here.
I didn't invite you.
Well, thank you for inviting everyone but me here.
Okay, good.
Fred didn't invite me either, it's okay.
Okay, play Riven, the sequel to Myst. How many people have played Myst?
I have not played Myst. I played Riven.
Okay. I
played Myst.
Corin's
I
played it?
beat Myst.
Yeah.
Orion?
I've watched people play it, I think.
How many people have played Myst to completion?
I did.
Alright. And who's played Riven before?
I played part of it.
So the three of you. Either of you played Riven? Any of you played Riven all the way through?
No, I got stuck.
Only a
Okay.
little.
You did, Fred?
I only played it a little.
Okay.
Very
Ooh.
little.
Alright. So, Myst came out in 1993, and in short order it became, I don't know if when the record was beaten, but it was like the highest grossing video game of all time. It was sort of like a breakout success, like people who didn't play video games played Myst on their computers. It was the first computer game that came out on compact disc. That was like a big deal. The company that makes it's a pretty small company, Cyan. They're actually in Spokane, Washington. Started in the guy's garage. Now they got a modest office out there. But they made these games using HyperCard, I think was the name of the technology. But it's like they took static images and then you click somewhere, and then you'll see how Riven works into this system. And then it goes to like another static image. So in order to like have better graphical quality, like you're not actually moving around in a 3D game. You're like advancing forward, photographic image by photographic image, and there's animations added and occasionally video added to complete the illusion more or less. Some people feel like that takes them out of the reality of a virtual environment. For me, like it made it immersive because of the graphic quality was so deep. At the time with Riven, they used were basically supercomputers to render the imagery, and then they took snapshots of it and then put it down to a much lower resolution to create the images that are in the game.
This game will only run in 640 by 480.
Yeah, really low resolution. Myst got like a special edition treatment and with higher graphics and walking around in real time. Myst didn't do that, but there's like a pet project, like a hobby project of people who are still gradually making a live action or real time version of it. Riven came out 1997, 4 years after Myst. They had a much bigger budget. They hired this guy, Richard Vanderwind, who was a production designer on the Aladdin movie.
Really?
What are you, Ryan?
What?
The brothers, the Miller brothers, are the main two guys for this company. There's a few others. So Cyan hired this guy Richard Vanderwind, who was the production designer on the Aladdin movie, to add to the visual development of Riven. A little bit about Myst. It's I think they called it a surreal adventure game. You basically play yourself. There's a little bit of an intro where this guy talks about, I fell through a fissure, and the book continued to fall, and you see the silhouette of this guy disappear holding a book, and then the book keeps falling, and he says some stuff about I don't know where I don't know where my Myst book is going, and I'm nervous about what hands might find it in the future. Something along the lines of I feel like the ending has not yet been written. And then this book slams down on the ground, and it's just first person point of view. You click on the book, and there's this panel with a spinning picture of this island, and you touch it, and you go to the island. You're there. You're in a book. And then you're basically on this island, and you have to figure out what the hell's going on. There's a note. There's like a projector. There's a bunch of wacky buildings. There's a rocket ship. There's a sea ship underwater in the harbor, and you kind of have to piece together what's going on. And long story short, you encounter this fellow named Atris, and you read some of his notebooks about the worlds that he's described. He's written these books, and then he touches a picture in the front of the book, and he travels to the worlds he's described. And by the end of the game, you meet Atris, and you find out that he's got some trying intergenerational family relations. It's sort of you have to decide who to trust.
Yeah, no, there's two people and you
Between his two sons and him, you have to decide which of the three to trust. And so you're making choices. And at the end of the game, you're left in Mist Island. You visited 4 other worlds, but you're stuck in Mist Island. And he's like, thanks for helping me. I can give you the library on Mist, but you're just there. You're stuck there. So he says something about needing to continue to work on his writing for the safety, or like about a place where his wife Catherine is, and I think there's something about his sons having tricked their mother, Atris's wife, into this age, and so he has to keep writing. I'm busy. I have to keep writing. That's where Riven begins. Mist was very much was in some ways I'd say more surreal than this. There's like puzzles made of these big contraptions, and they're very obviously puzzles. Riven was much more grounded, and they developed much more of a history and backdrop. They'd actually written 1 novel leading up to Riven, and they wrote 2 more novels following. It's a lot more grounded. It's a lot more well imagined. The puzzles in Riven, I would say, are almost perfectly integrated into the story and logic of the world, to the point where most of them don't really. They're puzzles, but they're not puzzles. They're parts of the world. You can have questions about the original Mist, like where did these people go to the bathroom? Where do they eat? Riven's well enough to imagine that these things are within the worlds at hand. Last thing I'll say is that a surreal aspect of Mist is he writes about he goes to some worlds where I was surprised where there's this human-looking person and he could speak my language. Riven's backstory actually accounts for the fact that a few of the people know English. And there's a connection that I won't explain here, and I'm not sure the game itself explains, but I think that's everything I want to say in introduction. I'm obviously a really big Myst fan. Among big Myst aficionados, Riven is the masterpiece. It's the finest game among them. I look very much forward to revisiting this world.
Can we make sure we should keep everything a mystery?
Whoa! Yeah, don't read any cheats online.
Yeah,
Don't look up any backstories.
We gotta wander. We gotta wander around, and we gotta figure everything out.
All right, so.
Oh, wait! I'll say one more thing. At the end of the game, you find this guy Atris, and he's locked in this big chamber. There's
Mist, you mean? Or
at the end of Mist, sorry. At the end of Mist, he's locked in this big chamber. Like the exit is blocked by a bunch of rubble, and you can take all these worlds you visit in Riven, in Mist, are linking from one book to another to those worlds, and so you can go back and forth to Mist to Dunny, where this guy Atris is, but he's stuck in this big chamber somewhere in Dunny, and so yeah, you just rove around the worlds, and meanwhile Atris is writing away, and you can go and just watch his ass sit there writing at the desk.
Watch his ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So that's where this begins. I believe this game begins in Dunny at Atris'
Okay, so I'll control it for now, but if anyone wants to tell me what to do or take over controlling it.
This game has its own, like Tolkien, it has its own constructed
consensus.
language and script and number system.
Go and move that.
Okay, we ready? There's gonna be a cutscene.
There's gonna be a cutscene.
Should I start?
Yes.
Ubisoft. TM.
Stuff took over.
Dude, this is it. You gotta become,
Turn it up.
You gotta become nostalgically attached.
I'm ready to put the remote.
Production.
Turn it up.
Oh yeah.
Go Gary Washington.
This is some 1997 graphics.
I'm a little nervous.
What?
Nervous.
This is Aegis.
Hello.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden.
Okay.
For reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book. Back here to tell you. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to cash again. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Ooh!
Give me chills.
Yes.
Okay.
This is about as far as I got. I think you can move that bar. No, sure.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Marcus is Rivenese.
今日Masyari Kakawari po. Nangagawi pa man. Tayo na. Rekowa. Tagema. So Rekowa. Misira. Umuti ka kukuha na eh. Misira. Umuti ka kukuha na eh. Bukuha na eh. Misira. Bukuha na eh. Bukuha na. Bukuha na.
Uh-oh.
Bukuha na eh.
Do you mean to do that?
Out of our control.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
No!
Yeah, what is that? Oh! Okay.
Goodbye.
Just gonna stay here.
The book is outside of the cage.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I got your book.
Oh, okay.
That's such a bad deal.
Did he take the book?
Yeah.
So, this isn't really a fast-paced ordeal. We can just tell Orion where we want to go on screen.
Straight.
Let's see over to the right.
For the right?
Oh, see where they went.
Yeah, where'd they go? Yeah, maybe if we hurry up, we can see them.
Can you press the lever again?
I think they broke it.
They jammed a little something in there.
Can you take it?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, the handle usually turn into a 5-fingered hand if you can grab or interact with things.
Ah.
Sometimes,
I think-
sometimes like that, it'll stay the pointer, but you can hear the sound effect.
Where should I go?
To the right.
To the right?
Go.
Oh,
Just
Yeah, where the
over
hell
there.
did they go?
Go there?
To the right.
You mean straight?
You did turn right already, Gene, but yeah, right now we're facing the
We
direction you
didn't
can.
move out.
Well, you can also just look around.
That's what I want to see, yeah.
Ooh. What's that? Wires
Oh.
and stuff.
That's where I came from.
That's what we were in.
Oh, I
That's
see.
what we arrived inside of.
There.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
Go upstairs.
Stairs?
Yeah, do it.
Ooh. Oh.
While I was in the bathroom, I was thinking, oh, Steve, how old are you?
36.
See, that means you're 8 years older than me when I played this game. So, for me, I was like, I can't remember any of the story. Like, cause I was way too. For me, I was,
What's that?
I was just wandering
Okay, I
around.
can go that
Ooh,
way.
Like,
Let's
No.
go into
Like,
the place.
We
Yeah.
go there?
There's
What's
a little
that weird-
circular thing though. What's that? Yeah. What's that? What's that? Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Should I press that?
the screen is like, is it possible to turn down the brightness? Cause the screen is like really bright.
Can you press that?
Maybe
The
down.
original
Maybe-
game actually had like a test screen where you would like make it dim enough that like a dark gray object in the middle of the screen would turn, like be indistinguishable from black.
Right.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of that.
How do I
Don't
don't.
go in there.
Click that?
That's gonna take me some time to figure out.
We gotta listen to
So-
Laura.
Well, maybe we can do it next time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it.
Peeking in here. Yeah, that
They did
needs to
it,
be
Laura.
open.
They did it.
Weird.
There's
What's that?
What was the point of the peek hole? Oh, the book.
A book.
Should we read this?
Yeah.
I
Someone
should
read
move
it out loud.
I'm gonna move the bat out of the way.
Who wants to read?
They held for more than 30 years.
Careful that you don't lose the pin. We can deal with the bat.
I don't want to deal with the bat though. Goodbye.
Alright, ready? They've held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay. That is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Revisions to Riven completed. There is still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my, what does that say?
Prenotation.
Prenotation, and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest, I will see something.
Another page.
Oh.
Success!
What?
It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work, and I should be free, at last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to think, to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I've received no sign from her in all that time. I'm afraid that, no, I must assume that she is all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there have fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world, but the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. Now someone else reads.
The problem now is Jen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he once was. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he is still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake, and would continue to do so were he to once again be free of the confines of Riven, or the Fifth Age, as he coldly titled it. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years. Because no one has been able to leave that age, the last linking book of Out of Riven, having been lost in the Star Fissure upon my return to Mist. That was my intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the art of constructing books had long been lost with the fall of the Denis, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime, and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded.
Can you stop for a second? I just want to review that. His myopic vision to restore the Denis collision of too many innocent cultures. And okay, thanks.
Somebody else can read if they want.
This is the whole book.
That is what we achieved. The way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough! To dwell in the past is to die in the present. The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since that time has yet to be applied to this problem. 8620. I think I have the solution. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know, unless the idea of it had been pushed out with the thought of my son's prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of bookworm.
That's Fred's turn.
Yep. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of these devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text by slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else then uses the book. at which point that person would become trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written. Changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If indeed my father has not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Janine?
Trouble.
Goes on.
You wanna
Sam?
say out?
Sure.
Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again. The pattern, however, is new. The distances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not, at first, concern me. However, tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I had anticipated during this initial phase of the island's readjustments. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me.
Should I read?
Yeah, or I don't know.
I must act while I still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there's no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's economy of words has yielded, but it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it now, and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. Sam again?
Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability, someone has finally found my lost, missed linking book and has freed me from this prison!
That's us!
Yes,
That's us!
yes.
We did that!
I immediately realized that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven, and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine has given me renewed hope.
That's not fair. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems of sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if such a way could be found to signal me once Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gen. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is no weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate systems. the starfisher. But how, or even if this fact could be exploited, I'm just gonna read Dan. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sending someone to Riven also means that once I received the signal that they were ready to return, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, this should take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I'm afraid there can be only one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for failure will be greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father is expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed.
Is that the end? It's the end.
Oh, someone needs to explain all that to me. I have a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I can try. So they wrote a bunch of books. They were trapped. You showed up. You released them. Catherine's in Riven. They sent you to Riven. Riven's like falling apart somehow. There's like tremors. And they want you to like fix Riven, sounds like, somehow.
They want you to catch Gen,
And catch Gen in the prison book.
so then let them know. So you can.
Well, I think Riven's gonna just deteriorate anyways, right? That's why Catherine has to evacuate everyone.
Yeah.
Gonna get the people.
Alright,
Catherine's trapped by Gen. Gen's Atris's dad.
I was wondering that.
What's up with Gen?
What is up with Gen?
Why is he such a jerk?
And he sent us in without a way out, hoping that we'd be able to signal somehow with that starfish or whatever that is.
Oh.
Fisher.
And the reason he didn't want us to go with a way out is because he's afraid of his father wreaking havoc
Getting out.
on other worlds.
So
we're doing him a pretty big solid by coming here without a way out. And trusting that we can signal him somehow to get us out eventually when we accomplish his task here.
Oh, so this is like a rotating room.
What's that?
He was the person who was
Yeah.
writing.
Atris was the person who was writing, yeah.
Let's go in there.
Let's just go in there, yeah.
Don't go in.
Let's go.
Laura's the dissenting voice.
Somebody will turn it from the outside. We'll be stuck in there.
Then we'll have to figure out.
Ooh!
Oh, it's pretty.
The Scion Offices has a ceiling that's much like that.
Oh, cool.
We could go in there and stare at it.
Yeah, we could go to Spokane, we could do a
What's
pilgrimage.
that say?
Well, wait, click on the bug.
Ah.
The evil.
Ooh, so they're Riven are.
What do you think's happening here?
Yeah, what's happening here?
Looks like a savior coming out of a
He's
book.
coming out of a book.
And everyone's like, yay.
Wait, so is that Gen?
Could be.
This is such a pleasure to hear from people who weren't steeped in this shit before it came out.
Okay.
How do you get out of there?
Cool.
Those are called.
Should I read this? Read it.
It's in a different language.
Oh, wait,
it's a
the
book.
book.
It's the same book.
Oh.
It is?
It's the
Yeah,
one
that's
we
the
read.
notebook he gave to us.
Wait, check out another bug. See if you can
Yeah,
check
yeah,
out
yeah,
another
yeah.
bug.
Let's do all the bugs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If we do them in order, maybe we'll get a story.
Mm.
This guy wrote the
What's what's going on in this one?
He's like writing a universe, a
It's
world.
creating, yeah. It's creating bugs and plants and fish, cows, people.
I once did a friend's album art with the style of these images here.
You did it?
I did an album art for a friend's band, and I drew it in that kind of a style.
Okay, that
Is this the one we already did?
No, I think we did the other one.
No, that's
Oh,
the
no,
one we
we
did.
did.
Wait,
that one.
okay, yeah, we did
Scare him. Phew. Oh, someone spiked it.
it. Oh, now
Like,
he's going
again.
down.
Yeah, what's going on in this
And a
one?
book. What's next?
It's his wrath.
There's
What are
some
these?
stars down there.
Oh!
Who is he holding?
Oh, it's a starfisher.
He's holding something here.
I was thinking that was the fishes.
That's like the beginning image of the Mist game. Is that fissure, stars behind it, and the dude falling with a book.
Okay.
So this guy has wrathfully set this guy in a fissure.
Then what happened?
Guessing that's again. Oh, okay. It's this guy and these guys.
There's like multiple writers.
Looks like they're boarding something up here.
Those squares are going to be
Coming out
important.
of it.
I feel like those squares are going to
Squares?
are
Oh,
probably
those squares, yeah.
going to like show up later.
They're like printing something.
They're gathering
Making Tetris.
worshippers.
Oh, they all got
Tetris.
knives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting ready to fight, maybe.
Who's he holding? Looks like a
Compass.
I feel like this might be an uprising of some kind. But I don't know.
Down there, what's happening there? A little lady
Where?
bowing.
Down
Little lady
here?
bowing in the bottom.
What is she
Well, it looks
reaching
like
for?
these papers are falling
Yeah, from the paper tree.
from the paper tree. They're catching him.
Okay, then.
Is that like each roll that the guy is doing?
Oh yeah,
And why it's like specified under.
yeah. That makes sense.
All these guys look the same. I wonder if they're the same guy or different guys. Or different aspects of one guy.
Look at that. Looks like the runes.
The what?
That plans that he's holding on the left of something.
This?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That does look like that.
It could be as part of this world.
What does this look like?
Well, I thought it kind of looked like the room we're in, but maybe not.
But it's like a flag. It looks, or no, it's plans. You're right. It's like a piece of paper.
Should we be like taking notes? Do we gotta like write this down?
You want me to get a notebook?
It might be smart to take notes in this. I think some of the puzzles are really hard if you don't take notes. You have to, like, it'll be like codes.
But we're all wise.
We're gonna burn the
So
book.
that will
Yeah, but
no problem.
there'll be like a password or something.
Yeah.
Blank?
I don't want to take notes.
That thing
But I
like
think
a
it should happen.
monster.
That's
What's
what
going
I
on
don't
here?
read that, I just hold on.
Paper shredder. Wood thing.
Paper shredder.
People are praying. It's fire. It's trees. It's this.
Oh, I remember that place. That's a place.
This is like a wood chipper.
Yeah.
So he's making the paper. Maybe
Yeah.
they're like holy trees that make
Oh.
worlds. I don't know.
So that's it's making the pulp that becomes the paper.
The magic
Yeah.
books.
So it's falling.
Okay.
I don't know if
And
they're
burn it.
burning it.
Yeah.
They could have just burned the tree. They don't have to burn the books.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Cool. And then that's it.
Also, let's go for a walk.
Well, do you want to try this door?
You sure that was it?
Oh yeah.
Try the door, try the door. yeah. I hear something.
I wonder if I can. We can't move that.
Better get out of there. There's something coming. I'm not kidding. I can hear Raven.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go stroll.
I think if we could get it to spin, that door might open.
That's what I think too. Spin it around.
Spin it right now?
No, let's go for a walk.
Okay, which way? Down there or over there?
Yeah,
That's pretty.
This way?
Yeah, just walk.
Yeah.
Watch out, there might be some shaking, some tremors.
Look
That's
at
where we
that cool
started.
path goes up to here. Maybe we can ride it.
Oh wait, can you go down to the coast? I want to see the weird seal things.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the coast?
Uh,
You want to go here?
yeah. Wait.
Look around. Look around.
Oh.
Agave plants.
Oh, what was
Oh.
it?
Yeah, try to click on it.
Oh,
Wait.
It's a knife thing.
There's a knife.
It's just like the one.
Oh, whoa.
Wait,
Oh
under
wait,
the
how'd you
door.
get in there?
We crawled underneath it, I guess.
I'll crawl underneath it.
What happens if you click on it? Does it wiggle it?
Totally.
Fuck yeah.
Satisfying.
That dagger was a little signal.
It's like go down this way. Okay, we're going up this ladder, I guess.
No, it's spooky.
Oh, is this part of that room?
yes it is.
Oh, I know what we can do. We can rotate the room and then come back here.
Oh, and the door will open here. Okay, let's do that.
Oh, ready? Wow.
Climb under here.
The little dagger was identical to the one that they jammed the lever with.
Yeah, this little guy. Okay.
Did anyone else play the Neverwood? What was it? Neverhood? Like the claymation game? It was really fun.
Oh, I remember. I vaguely remember.
And they
And
had,
they walked like this.
yeah, and they had like these little like these books you would collect, and it would tell like a fragment of a story.
So I think I have to hit it twice, because I think it's over to the left now.
Well, what happens to the people?
Oh. Right, I can't see anything. I think I have to hit it one more time.
Okay,
I think so
trust
too.
Yeah, what did happen?
I mean, it's low screen resolution, but it's fucking beautiful.
Wait, what?
It's great.
It went all the way around. I'm
Go in.
confused now.
Oh, it changed. That's different. Oh, I remember that place. Big dope.
Okay, confusing. I think everything else is probably the same, right? Press it again.
Yeah. Oh, so each time we're like the star.
There's two doorways.
Look at the star, and that's how many rooms, like, or sides there are.
Look in there. Not much going on.
Should I try it?
Yeah, let's go down there.
jazz.
Think that'll do it?
Go down and see.
There's some vegan stuff over here.
Hell yeah. Was that other stuff not vegan?
Buttery.
Oh, yeah,
Tricks
sorry,
me.
vegan.
Shit, you guys, Sam's vegan now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's vegan.
Told you.
No, you asked
I
about
forgot
it.
to. I forgot
Why
to.
is I said I said who are the vegan people?
Wait, how'd you get
Can't
in?
assume
Which
it's
side did
just
you get in
Steve?
from right now?
The backside.
Oh, you got in through the back door now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go over there.
Sorry.
Knock on it.
Don't take it personally.
Come here.
I'm just being cautious.
Did that do anything
You know
then?
what I'm saying?
No, you just went in a different way.
How many sides is there to this room?
Very good.
That's a good question. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's five sides because each side is like the opening of a star. You know, like this part of the star. You know, like the star spreads like
Yeah,
it.
5.
Pentagon?
Yeah.
And this one, the doors are 2 apart. So I don't know how to get this gate open.
It's not down there.
But there's a lot of other things. Maybe you're on
Some
your way.
vacation. Some brass in your life. Go through some of that.
Oh, well, what's down there? Can you go down there?
That's how we got in.
Oh, I thought there was a hole down there.
It looks like there's a hole with a board across it.
There's a crossed over a board.
Can't look down there.
Crossed over a board.
A board.
You know what?
I think we need to go somewhere else. Maybe we need other things.
I think we should go across the
Yeah, but
bridge.
you've got it. Yeah. What's over here?
Look out the view. So nice.
There's like a
Oh,
track.
creepy. Oh. Oh, like music. What's that door?
Don't go in there.
That looks good.
Oh.
Who wants me to go in there?
No,
Should we take
I
a
want
vote?
you to go in there.
The door goes behind you.
Ah!
Should I sit there?
I guess.
It's just a nice scene. What's wrong with that?
You can't die in this game.
Spoiler
Already
alert.
stuck.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Should I pull this?
Okay.
Oh my. There's a button over there too.
You already pushed the button and the bars came down.
I see.
Should I pull it? Pull it.
It's a ride.
Should I push the button again?
No, you should push it and wait.
Push it and wait?
Yeah, I really should.
Wait, push that one. I'll push the other one. I'll give it a chance.
Can you push like the blue thing or the orange thing?
The thing in the middle.
I think they're far away from me on the wall.
Can you turn in the chair?
No.
Seems like it might be like a talking thing.
It does.
Oh yeah. Maybe there's something we're supposed to do before we get there.
What if I press this first and then... no.
Because I think maybe it's broken. Oh!
There you go. You see down there.
What is that? View screen.
Oh, there's
Ah.
Ah!
You know what I'm talking
Did it?
Can we look at that chair? Admire that chair a second? There's like writing along the chair.
Should I try this again?
Music's so eerie.
Nope. Okay, so press the button. Hold it there. Any ideas?
Let's keep walking.
Keep walking.
Yeah, we should get lay of the land.
Yeah. I wonder
We
what
should
that
close
does.
that door before we leave.
Close the door.
Which door are you talking about?
The one that you opened when you looked through that little.
Well, we might want to get in there.
Well, that's true.
Whoa, that was a quick one.
Some shafts or lights coming out of it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, this is that room.
Those people.
Maybe there are 5 rooms.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's the fifth age, right?
Age 5 against 5th age.
No, it's like.
Ooh, offerings to the weird bug mollusk.
Check this out. Check this out. How many sides are there of the fruit?
5 of them.
Damn.
Starfruit.
There's some figs in there.
I want this.
Yeah, there they are. They're nice and
Would you call it a what mollusk? Bug mollusk.
Bug mollusk.
those figs look big.
Don't know what to do there.
What's going on?
Is that the way you came in?
I came in over here.
Oh.
Let's go to the beach.
Yeah. Cold,
Button
spooky
surfing.
stuff. This thing's fun.
Can you push that thing? That ginormous thing? Yeah. No. Well. Move it.
Push this
Push
thing.
that.
Press every button in the game.
Just like click everywhere.
that's
Oh,
fun.
what's that
Yep.
moving?
What happens?
Oh.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh. Here,
Here?
are we gonna go on a
We're
ride?
gonna go on a
Ah.
ride.
We're gonna go on a ride!
Should we do a save game?
Do you want it?
Should we save the game at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save
Are we
it.
gonna die, Steve?
Save right now.
It's not a particularly relevant point. It just occurred to me. Otherwise we'd rehash all this, which I wouldn't complain about.
What the heck? This is a fucking
November
thing.
12th.
We're playing it on an emulator.
What should I call this save?
Ernest.
Yeah! Ernest saves Riven! Was Ernest your name in Zelda too?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, it's a continuing character.
Saves
I just-
or plays. Not sure.
Save. Alright, should I go in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I read a comic strip tonight that was about Mist the movie, and it's just like a guy pulling a lever back and forth, like, wait, if I do this?
Oh, get ready.
Yippee!
You ready?
Yeah! Let's go! Woo!
Oh my gosh,
I've been so much
Is that where we started from?
No.
One is hard indeed.
Yeah.
We got there right there.
Never my wildest dreams with my 15-year-old self, I imagined I'd be doing this in a room
This is just
with 7 other lovely people.
You finally made it.
I made it.
Wait.
Making an old man happy, Fred.
Wait, go. Can you go back?
Think about
I
the misery
think
that
there's
awaits you.
something to
It's all downhill now, baby.
Go forward
You just peaked.
and now turn. Turn the other way.
Thanks, asshole.
Turn that way, I guess. Oh.
What about those little blue things we can't do anything with it?
I think those are just like,
Like lights up the track
Yeah.
kind of things.
it's like, don't fall off here, lights.
Ooh,
That. There's.
what's that?
That thing.
That's something.
What's that?
Ooh.
Roll it around.
Oh, I feel like we should memorize that.
Should I get a notebook?
Yeah,
Right.
that looks like something you want to write down.
AI looking thing.
It's a symbol. It's like a
A1.
K-I.
I love that sound.
Mm-hmm.
K-I.
It's so weird that someone put that thing in a wall. Put this little ball thing in a wall.
Yeah.
Hit it and you spin it around. So,
Wait, I'm gonna do a thing here. Best. Then we get these frames.
oh yeah.
What did we get?
Whoa.
It does this.
Yeah.
Fades.
Ooh, that's how it.
Now we're cooking.
Look at that.
We.
This is quite the staircase, guys. Oh, what's that?
Oh, yeah, push it.
Yeah,
Push
can you
it.
go get mine?
Woo!
I have a little bit.
What happened?
I would
Did
also take
something.
something like chili, canned chili.
Oh, up or down?
So would I.
Let's go up.
Or soda.
Up. Oh yeah.
Very
Never.
big guinea pig.
Alright.
That sky is so blue.
I was thinking the same
Oh,
thing.
I miss things. I miss things.
Ooh, that cloud has pimples.
This is gonna take a long time.
Whoa, look at the view.
This is pretty good. Maybe we should get like sort of
Is
like
there something?
a little wind maker. So I can feel like we're,
Like we're there.
yeah, like we're in a little
Fog
more
machine.
Yeah.
What's that?
Some bugs
What's
we
that?
can
What is that?
release in the room.
Doesn't look natural. Looks out of place.
It looks like it's suspending whatever drape on it.
Oh, there's some wildlife.
I want to look at it, but I can't.
Ooh, that's a weird trail.
Ooh, maybe I think that those are those chopped up trees.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? The
Oh,
trees?
yeah. Make the trooper.
Which way? This way?
Okay. Now I go left.
Can I go left? What if I get the axe?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think this game has an inventory.
Well, I have a book.
You just
Oh,
have to get out by your wits.
I brought this book
by
down.
earwig.
I'm tempted to use it, but I think it's too nice for the task. But my sister is a bookmaker, and she made me this. It's basically like a fancy little miss book.
Oh.
She'll pass it around just to show off. But I got a notebook. Who wants to take notes?
Don't know.
I mean, I would take these if
Don't know
someone
where
else
it
wants
was.
to
This
take
is
them.
cool.
What was it? Was it AK? AI? It was I, right?
But you
AI?
could fill this with like
Yeah,
little sketches
AI
of
shit.
things, and it would be kind of cool. Actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's this?
Let's
Ooh.
see.
Should we go in?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what
But
I
this
thought
is
it was.
also-
Oh yeah, more rides.
Wow.
Go on, go on.
There's
Here we go.
So Fred's got the note taker.
Sweet.
Isn't that great?
this,
Yeah.
there's this one that's really great later on.
Oh shit!
Oh!
I know this.
What's going
Oh,
on?
this is the one!
I told you it's the Gungeons.
George Lucas could do nothing.
This is 2 years before Phantom Menace.
That's what I'm saying. He totally ripped it.
He ripped up
This is Earthworm
Fanatopia
Jim,
too.
An Earthworm Jim.
There's one too.
Dragon by the
Oh no.
Now where are we?
I don't think we've solved
Check
any
that shit out.
puzzles.
Pretty soon it's gonna go.
That's okay. There's so much backtracking.
Oh, that's dark.
It's a dark ride. Alright, now we're here.
What?
Oh!
It's very pleasant.
Yeah, look over here.
Okay.
Christy was creeped out.
Mm.
She was afraid someone was going to be watching her or jumping up behind her.
Oh, I'm creeped
I
out.
tried to give.
Oh, that's the thing.
I
that,
tried to
that's
have a
the
date
thing
on
that was
Riven
in
with
the,
my partner.
The book. I think that was the roundhouse.
Oh, the building?
Yeah.
I don't know.
These buttons here.
You take this thing off.
What's going on there, Orion?
Should we go there?
What?
Oh, look at that water. She's like water.
Phil, you're playing hard to get.
He
This
was
is a
up in
wood
the living
chipper?
room all by himself. I give him a look.
Oh.
I think this is the wood chipper.
Yeah, and they maybe that's where they sent the books. When they chopped up the books, they sent it over here.
But you can drop people into there.
Whoa, really?
And I think maybe that's the book house where they make the books.
There you go.
There's
Just
a
jump.
Oh.
wood pile.
Just jump. Don't stretch on my leg.
Oh, Chris,
Ew.
so rude.
You can go back up.
For a second there, it looked like it was slipping
Ow!
off.
This
It
is
was
my
like,
leg. Phil, you little turd.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's to go back up the way we came.
You're a little turd, you know that.
Can we go in there? Yeah. And that round thing that we saw. Oh.
The wood chipper.
It's no longer
Can you eat the
in
wood?
action.
There's also this.
That was in the.
I want to go in the. I want to go in the place. There's some lore in there.
Okay.
That
Fire
building
down
is
below.
in
Is
the,
it fire?
is in the
Blue fire.
It looks like fire.
prophecy.
Oh, it's a furnace.
You guys listening to Laura here?
Incinerator?
Oh,
I couldn't even.
What?
Yeah, it was in the prophecy.
Yes, I remember seeing it there.
The
Huh.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
glass type thing. What just happened?
Oh, touch that too. That round one. Uh-oh. Wait, there's another one on the right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Less bubbles. Bubbles went away.
We did it.
Okay.
We unbubbled it.
Guess I can time it out in a hot tub.
fizz out.
Let's see if I can go in now.
I don't think.
Ooh,
I don't
yes.
think. I
It's
don't.
not red.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't think this game has any repeating textures. You know, like a lot of games, they just repeat the patterns of the textures
Right.
over and over.
That's true.
There's
I
Yeah.
think this is all
footprints.
original.
Wait, no, those aren't footprints.
Lovely.
They look like.
A lot of this, they took a.
It's crazy that they can like render all this.
It's
like,
texture mapping.
wow.
They took a bunch of pictures in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and mapped it all onto different objects.
Really?
Yeah.
That is nuts.
insane.
That's
Can you
that's
touch
crazy.
I
What?
think maybe I need to drain this room somehow.
Drain it more.
Yeah. Maybe we can I don't know, shoot stuff out of the
Maybe
Shoot
if I
all
close
laundry out of that
this.
tube.
Oh,
Shoot
yeah.
who?
Shoot laundry out of that tube.
Can we pull that lever?
Shoot some underwear
This
out
one?
of that thing.
Yeah. No.
I feel like we have to open it so that it drains out, right? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
What if I?
can you turn that other thing right
So
there?
that goes to this. Can I look up there? And then it goes up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. And then that. So this seems like heated.
Yeah, that's the bubble.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
If you do that, it heats it.
Maybe it puts it under pressure and that.
Mine's a bit
Let's
for it.
Gun in there. Or whatever.
Phil
What
doesn't
does
like
that
this.
do? Well, that pipe leads somewhere, but
This
so
pipe?
so the pipe next to that the lever leads somewhere.
Oh, it goes over here.
And it
Oh,
goes
maybe
over
you
there.
guys go there then.
Should we go pull that?
Let's go see what's over there.
Maybe we should take the boiling off. I don't know.
Yeah, let's turn off the boiler.
Turn off the boiler?
Yeah, that's the you don't want to leave the stove on.
We came here with the stove on.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that one we got here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Wait,
So
go
I
look
hope
up
that doesn't make Riven unstable.
because I want to know where that other pipe leads.
This
Oh,
one.
look up
It leads up. Which one?
because I want to know where that
This-
pipe leads.
this one?
Yeah, yeah.
It goes up around.
I don't know
Somewhere over
where that goes
Huh.
because
Should we
there's
open that thing again? The round thing? The
there. Do
big
you want me to
TV?
open it?
yeah.
I like that noise.
Okay. Whatever you all say.
Oh.
Oh, that's quick.
So this that
What if I turn
I
it
think it would be
Try
this way?
now where does that go?
That goes over there. I think.
There's one running
Oh.
that way.
So this one's going to there now.
It's a big fucking tube right
Do you want
Yeah.
Should I
Right
should
across
go
the
back to
horizon.
this now?
Yeah,
or do
yeah,
you-
yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know.
You texted Charlie.
Yes. When I got here.
Go back.
She texts you back?
Hey, it's empty.
Yeah, we can go inside. Let's slip inside that tent crack.
Because you tore my pants, Phil.
Phil, you bastard.
You're so good. Just watch that all day.
Oh, it's empty now.
I thought I could go in.
Oh.
That's the crack.
Maybe we should go down and see if there's a place we can get underneath and then climb up.
Oh,
Because there's
yeah.
a ladder there.
Maybe. Let's try that. Over here?
Going in there.
Not anymore.
Thought maybe I could go down. Oh, there's
Where's
a
that
tube.
tube?
It's a tube. It goes up there.
Oh, there's
What's
more.
Oh, look
the
at that
building?
building up there.
Yeah.
What's up there?
Okay.
Okay, Phil, that's
Well, there's
enough.
a
There's a
ladder.
ladder back there.
How about we put pipe.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's right over there.
You're like, no problem.
Oh wow.
Should we go up this ladder?
Yeah.
Whatever held us
No.
back before.
No.
Nothing held us
You
back
can almost
before.
feel the heat. Feel the heat on that metal.
Oh wait, it's not.
Just lower
I can't
vision.
open it.
Uh oh.
You're the chosen
Should I go back down? Okay, so there's a pipe going over here. What's this thing?
Did we go up the ladder? No.
one. Wait.
Well, I'm wondering if I point the thing at this pipe, if that'll open this door, maybe.
Wait, so the door doesn't open?
No.
Yet.
Yeah, let's try pointing. Let's
Like your attitude, Gene.
shoot some water.
Shoot some ladders.
Beep, bop, bop, beep, bop, bop. Okay, what about over there?
Oh, does it only go two directions?
I think,
How many
I
directions
think,
does it
I
go?
think I can send it to this too. If I want to chop something up. See if this did anything. Yeah, it's still closed.
Is there anything nearby?
I can't really look around.
I'm done. Are you in the water?
No.
No.
What's that? Oh, that's that thing.
Should I send it to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I know, it's pretty tempting.
Oh, there's that lever up there. If I push this lever.
Oh.
I'll just-
Oh, and that'll get the water moving. You have to get the water going, and then the water will get that, and then we'll start the wheel.
So I think I'd have to go back and put something in that cart that would go to send it to here and then top it up.
Well, try just getting the water
Snuff it.
going, because I think
No,
the water will.
I mean, the water's already going to them.
The water's
What's
off.
the bad guy's name in this?
Again?
We gotta put Gen in there.
Oh!
This
Yeah.
kind of chase, they did right to it.
The water's coming through
That's a
this.
speed run.
No, but the water in there, the water in there is
Yeah,
off.
you just go up here and
So
put
what do
down
you
the
say?
wall 1,400 times and Gen ends up in the cart.
Do you want me to go back to this?
No, it needs to be
So far,
right
I got one
there.
pretty good note.
But you
Should I
need to
draw
go
every time we do
to
that?
and fill it with water,
Yeah, Fred's got a notebook if you guys need to
Yeah.
write down any sequences of anything, or
and then
Just in case.
you want drawings of anything.
Yeah.
so you've got to
I know
get the
that.
water going, and then the water is gonna go send. You're gonna send water down there, and it's gonna go over to the wheel. The
I
wheel
don't know if
thing.
we need to draw it next.
So what do you want me to press?
I guess we have to get that because we have to suck the water up.
Close this?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Do everything.
Well, what made the water go away was turning that middle pipe away from it, which I think sends water to this, not the other way around. And I think it's sending water to this to power it.
It's hydropowered, do you think?
I think so.
Something's happening here.
If I do that,
And run over and turn the crank.
that's the sound of this filling up. See?
Oh, yeah.
Now I can move it to this, which goes to this thing. Oh. What did I do?
What?
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Now we can access the ladder.
Excitement.
I bet you can't like express.
If I need to drain it.
Double click and like jump over the fence.
You do a
get
cartwheel.
little sounds of the feet
Beam.
landing.
Or you clip of your heels.
Oh boy. I think I need to drain the water now.
Okay. Maybe.
There's not a lot of
Toilet.
safety features on this. Well, I guess you can open the door from the inside.
Well, in a sense, maybe because you can't do it in the wrong sequence. So it's like you could. Can you accidentally kill yourself? In the game?
Boil yourself?
And is there any way you accidentally like end your life in the game?
No comment.
So
Oh,
I think
okay.
I have to
That's what I
turn
thought. I think I
the-
remembered something after when he said that.
Put it over here.
Even the bolts are bad.
Shit.
5 volt.
Even the bolts are what?
Flashlighting. These are hard to grab hold, I think.
How many spokes we got on this wheel right here?
Well, it's
Oh, the water's
fine.
still
Well, it's 5, bitch.
Oh, you're right. I did not realize how important 5 was in this game. Probably because I was 7 years old.
Okay,
And
If you'd only been 5 years old.
I just.
You thought 7 was important.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I was only 5. That would make sense. I was like, I'm just gonna start this crank, and I'm just gonna lift this lever, and I'm just gonna roof everything up.
I'm not sure what to do now.
Any of those things?
Think about it.
Something.
Yo, Orion, I got to show Sam and Torin ripped by a miracle.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
They didn't know
yeah.
anything.
Oh,
They
yeah,
didn't know anything
great.
about it going in. It
Really?
was a blast.
That's fun. When did that happen?
A couple nights ago? Last week?
Yeah, it was a few days ago.
I don't know how to make this water go in.
Try cooking it.
We did it once.
Cook it. Shit. What have
You gotta press
done?
that lever to the right.
Well, that moves the platform.
Oh,
I want the platform up.
do you do the circular rounding that?
Now the platform is up and the thing
It's
is
boiling.
hot.
This seems bad for
Um,
my life. If I want to go in there,
Is that what? But I thought it raised when we moved the other one.
it raised when
To
I
the right-ish.
flipped this,
Yeah.
and I had this going to here. So you can probably make it go back down, but
Well, why don't we keep that and then do the other one?
then do this one.
Yeah. What will happen?
It doesn't.
Nothing.
Does nothing at the water. I feel like I don't want it boiling.
Maybe
I don't
like
even know
maybe
what this
boily and then try putting the vent out like that.
Boil it first.
Yeah.
I think spacebar you might be able to cut through the animation.
Oh really?
Oh, never.
I think it's escape.
Okay.
And then what? Tora?
I don't know. Try that lever. Not.
I don't think it's in there.
Why is that even there?
did do something with it. When I had this going to erase the platform. Okay.
It's the right combination.
Let's go inside.
It's boiling. I can't.
Oh yeah, it's red. I forgot.
You gotta.
Red.
Oh, didn't we do the water thing in like the center?
Make it work.
Huh?
We have to go back to the center.
The water thing in the center is what made the water fill up or go away. But now it's not going away. I'm not sure what.
Go in the middle of the water?
Huh?
Didn't we go to the center, like the middle of the water?
Yeah.
Should we do that again?
What does
Yeah.
that big tube even do?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Laura just did an Alfred Hitchcock Presents thing up there.
What's that? Oh.
His old TV show produced.
So if I go.
And you did it too, Sam, because like in that show they had like the painted outline, and his silhouette would come and like occupy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that might have done it. Yeah. Finally. I don't know what that tube does at all.
Oh, you did it. Right now it's up and you can go down.
Yeah. Time to climb
job, team.
this pipe.
Wow.
Ooh, is this our first time down here?
Oh, we can go down. We can go pipe exploring.
Hot pipes, hot pipes.
Let's go
Uh-oh.
down, down,
What the
down.
heck?
Ah!
Just go for it.
Keep
Just go
going,
for
keep
it.
going.
Just keep going.
Don't give up.
Oh, I was gonna give up. Wow.
Oh my.
Wait.
Oh.
Go,
Okay,
go.
go slow now.
I
Yeah,
wish
slow
you
down.
the
One more
best,
screen.
Catherine.
One more screen.
I had to go.
Slow down, slow down.
I
Take,
stopped, I had to go
take,
there.
take in the view. Take in the view.
Okay.
It's so dangerous.
Take in this view.
Jump!
I'm taking it.
Very good.
I love
Wait, go,
Catherine.
go. Out, outward into the world.
Yeah, jump.
Jump.
Can we go out? Very dangerous.
Oh my gosh, to the left we can go.
Type
There's a
around.
pathway.
Yeah, let's go to the. We're just looking around.
Just jump more.
No.
Okay.
What was that noise?
I don't know, that was
That was great.
Now we're up here and
getting weird. It's getting
Getting
like
rocky.
PCT every
What's PCT?
Pacific Crest Toast?
Pacific Coast
Ooh,
Trail.
let's hop over the railing. Yeah.
Pacific Flakes Crunch.
Open the door.
Oh my god.
Spook.
In the beautiful minimalist future.
Isn't that where the
Is there a
car
baseball?
comes?
Sing again.
Oh my gosh.
No.
What is this?
It's a coffee grinder.
I know it's bingo.
It's their coffee roaster. Look.
It's like
You can
little
put the coffee, put the beans in there.
rabbit
Rabbit
turds
pellets.
on a bear trap
We had the same
broccoli
thought.
cooker.
Rabbit pellets.
Individually roasted.
Yeah.
No, you have to put the. You have to put the
This
thing
coffee
up.
bean is
Oh,
meaningless.
and
And then do it.
Yep.
What does this even mean?
Maybe to put more.
Oh, still there.
It's still there.
Ooh, I like that. Can you make the thing move around a little bit in the air?
Ugh.
Just like a
I
circle.
guess.
Just
I
make
guess.
a little circle.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, like that.
Smear the rabbit
Okay.
Okay,
So
what
put
are we
it on
doing?
there.
Fantastic.
Just smear the rabbit turd.
That's how you play a fucking movie.
That was a fan.
How many blades on
Toss
that
it in
fan?
there.
How many blades in that fan, Steve?
5. 5 of them.
What if my little tiny finger guy comes
Oh,
out?
yeah.
How many fingers you got there, Ryan?
5! Oh my gosh!
Oh shit!
Thank God I'm not playing with on mushrooms.
Oh,
Yeah, Riven life.
I have to set the power to this.
Dude, we
I
could
think.
get some. We could get some mushrooms. We should always eat mushrooms.
I think I have to
Oh,
set
and
the
look,
power
there's
to
5.
this.
There's 5 holes.
Oh my god.
What's he saying, Ryan?
I think I have to send the power to this. There's this pipe here.
Oh yeah.
I think it's that third pipe.
Oh, like water power?
Yeah.
You have to go back.
Gotta
Back
go
up
back.
the pipe.
Yeah.
Now where's that ladder?
Under? I,
No,
No.
it's not
Jump?
under. We could, this is on the side of a cliff.
No, the ladder was down here. Remember he jumped over this?
is it to the
Is
left
it
of
the other side?
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah! Open it up.
Well,
Yes!
well,
Yeah,
well.
now we don't have to do all that stuff again.
Fuck, now we don't have to walk through a boiler to get anywhere.
Yeah, now we can start up that boiler and roast that bean.
Boil the beans.
Should I start at the boiler?
I think so, because we gotta get that.
This is inspiration for OCR.
Rivenese blend.
Yeah, the
Pumpkin
the
Rivenese.
sleek design of downtown
Ah!
coffee roasters.
Hey! Oh, you know how to play. You
I
know.
think I want this closed.
Okay.
Feels good.
Oh,
It feels right to have that closed.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, that is closed.
Oh, look at it fill. It's filling.
Wow.
Quite astounding.
Wow. Wow. What was the creator's inspiration for this, Steve? How did they come up with all this stuff?
Can you rephrase the question or ask a?
What was their inspiration for
boy.
Mist Universe? How did they come up with?
They played Dungeons and Dragons growing up, and I think one of the so there's two main. I don't know who else was involved. A few other people, but two brothers were part of the company. And I think at one point they played D&D, and at one point the brother was just like made up a world, like, and told him like, okay, you're just yourself this time, and like ask me stuff, and we'll look around. I think that's part of it. Jules Verne's Mysterious Island is a novel that was an influence, and I think
That's the burner.
Verne was like real serious about the science in his books, so I think it's like an
Oh.
island where there's like we used the resources of the island and built this amazing shit.
Oh, it's
What about that? What about that island? That other book?
Roasted.
Dr. Moreau?
Yeah.
Is that Verne's too?
Hey!
I don't know. Somebody said that helped
so much
influence
faster
his
than.
You
I read it. I read it.
I think I'm gonna
And I
catch
can- and I can see
feature.
why.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were reading that other book that had holograms in it. You said it's really depressing. and
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah. That's
influence
the
of
book.
Riven.
Yeah.
That was Moreau?
No, that's a different name.
Now what?
Morel or something.
But you said that was an influence on this as well.
Yeah, that's
Pull it
what
back
that's
up.
Eli told me.
Yeah.
I think maybe I want it open. I feel like I want to catch something.
Just come back up.
Yeah.
It looks like a trap.
Whoa,
Whoa.
holy. Scary.
Knocked over.
Hot mic, hot mic.
Oh,
Why is that teetering precariously up there? And what is it?
It's the mic.
Oh, because you are doing the stream. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
It's just.
Can you close the feet and set it in there, or is there a ceiling on that?
Huh? The
Okay,
ceiling?
you got it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good.
Okay, so I open this.
And send it down.
We got a rabbit turd on it?
Yeah. And then I'll set it down.
Ooh, are we catching things? Like, is that like food?
I'm wondering if this line will jerk. Should I just pull it up?
Probably hear the trap close if something needs
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 'Cause when you put the pellet down, it looks like
I
it
think
sets,
it is
like
a
it
trap.
goes down a little.
You think it's a
Oh
trap?
yeah, that makes sense.
Catch a little clam down there.
Yeah.
Pull it
A little,
up.
Yeah.
little bug,
Little bug clam.
little bug clam.
Small. Bubbles.
Yeah,
Bug moths.
It sounds heavier. Oh no.
You didn't catch any fish.
How do I catch it?
You leave it down there till you catch one.
Yeah, just wait.
Should we
Should I
do like
just-
other things?
Leave and come back?
Yeah, we should check out the more what's on the other side of the cliff and stuff.
Set the trap and
Okay.
Go up?
Go up?
Yeah, because I want to go on the other side of the railing. Can we go back on the other side of the railing? Because maybe there's some stuff on that.
Oh no, there's nothing.
I don't know if there's anything here.
There's another island over there. There's all sorts of stuff on the
Walk
horizon.
up on this
A
top.
lot of stuff over there.
Looks like-
Shit, look at that island.
Should you go back down?
Oh wait. Can you look over for a second?
Look where?
Because I think I just noticed something about the pipes.
Over
Look
here?
at the
Okay,
pipes,
I guess moved it.
right?
Huh?
Oh. And turn.
This one?
Yeah, the pipes they go up to different places.
Well, I presume this
Yeah.
is the source.
Well, how many
of the
pipes
water.
are there?
Because there's 3 that go to these 3 things that we've seen, and then there's this 4th one, and I assume the 4th is the source, where the water comes in,
Oh.
and then this directs it to one of these 3 things.
That is smart.
Okay.
So,
Sweet
Good night,
dreams,
everyone.
Good night, Jean.
good night.
It's been fun, Gene.
Yep.
Dream of worlds.
The fire.
You know what? I had a funny dream the other day. I dreamt I was at a party
Try going this way.
and there was a bunch of older people there. And this old guy was teasing me and he said, "You got any cigarettes?" And I said, "I ain't got no cigarettes." And then all the people there started to sing that song.
Awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like a good dream.
I really dreamt that.
Fantastic.
I think.
What for sale or rent?
Trailers.
Is that part of your dream too?
That's part of that song. It's a song in real life.
Oh, I got no cigarettes. It's part of a song.
Yeah, it's King of the Road.
Oh.
Trailers for sale.
No.
Isn't that
I
amazing
wanna
when you like
continue
come up
to
with
be
that stuff in your dream?
Where do you want to be?
Yeah.
I
It's not
feel
even
like we
yourself.
just need to do something in the right order and then something will
Rules to
happen.
let
And then we'll catch a thing?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Should we go check it?
No.
Do you want to go check it and see if we caught a thing?
Unless you catch the
I ain't got no cigarettes. 2 hours of pushing green.
What do you want me to do, Tor?
I don't know.
Well, look at your
We
track.
just have to do things and try and turn it off.
Is Fred going into the night too?
Switch everything around and press the levers, and we have to take the beam, and we have to press the button. Yeah.
No.
We wandered around and then we decided to check the trap again. Check the trap again. Oh shit! What happened? It's closed. It's closed. We put it down open.
Should I open it?
Open it up. Close it.
Eat it! Touch
It'll
it!
chunk right out of there.
Ah!
That was great.
Look at Sam.
Should I try again?
Yes.
I don't know.
Maybe the frog was a red herring.
Were you able to touch the frog or no?
It jumped away.
I couldn't do anything. It was a cutscene.
Is the frog around?
Maybe the
You
frog,
should
we can stick it in the fan and we can jam it up with a frog body.
Yeah.
The frog's gone.
Stick the frog body in there.
Yeah.
Stick the frog in the fan.
I'm sure.
Try the frog body
And
on.
I'll go.
Frog hit
Put
the
it in
face.
frog skin. Frog skin on.
What's with
Oh
the?
my god.
Splutters.
Where does this go? I wonder.
Splutter. And I don't know, but that frog,
Something happens.
that
when-
frog, everything has a purpose.
Yeah, can you leave that trap down just in case? Is it set again?
I said it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the frog was not what we were trying to catch. That maybe the frog got in the trap, but what we really want is.
I think that's probably true, but I don't
Should we
know.
go back in? Did
Should we go
we
back
set
in
it
now?
already? I don't know.
It seems like maybe if I leave and come back, the trap might catch me.
Something ate it, and is it still there?
It's still there.
Oh, okay. Something ate it without setting the trap.
It's like a frog with like a long neck or like a long jaw or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave.
Don't think about it either.
you gotta not think about it for it to take the bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not thinking about frogs. Not thinking about frogs.
Where,
can't.
Don't give
watch
that
pot
frog
never
a
boils.
cigarette.
where's that frog? Where did the
Run
frog
away.
go? Where did, well,
A watched giant boiler never boils.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Okay, tell me when you think it's caught something.
I think so now.
Okay, try it.
Go back.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I thought maybe if I just run away and run back, it
Think about it.
might work. But you might have to wait. I don't know.
It's probably kind of random. Like regular fishing.
maybe you can dream a solution. You can incubate.
I think we should try going to the other building.
What did you say?
The other building?
Yeah, we
When
can
you're
go
out
back.
of the awning, it's like too right.
We can go back on that ride and
Like that building. So
wait,
wait,
what building?
that one.
Yeah, I'm going.
I don't know if we can get there from here.
There's one more.
Make it happen.
The fourth pipe is running in between there, right?
Yeah.
Uh huh. I still think that's the source.
Phil. Can't get your names mixed up.
Philip. Philip. Come here, baby boy.
Steve.
Come here, my guy.
How do you propose I get there? Walk on the plate.
That's your guy.
Wait, so you can't make the lever go that way?
No.
Wait, maybe in that weird little cave where we got the frog, it like pans over to like a random shot with like a tube. Can we go in there somehow?
Is that where we were up?
No, we can't go that.
Is that balcony where we were
Yeah,
up?
that's
Yeah.
the balcony. This thing goes in there and powers that.
And there's the pipe we climbed.
And I don't know what this is.
Is there? Because when we're in there, like it pans over to like some random dark space with like a tube going through it.
I think this might be the air vent that has the fan going.
Oh.
Can we climb in there?
Oh, maybe it has something to do with the vent.
Can you-
Like the because it's boiling, and maybe that boiling is generating like heat,
Oh yeah. Can we?
You know?
Can we turn off the boil?
and that's what's propelling the fan.
Do you want me to turn off the heat?
Yep.
Now we're thinking. Now we're finally thinking.
I'm thinking with steam.
Because I mean like
Should we just take out the water too, or no?
No, it's okay.
Laura designed these pipes.
There's
I know
also
how it all works.
Tell me what to do. I've been working on these pipes for 30 years.
we were making water appear over here, but I don't know if anything happened.
that's just a puddle.
Mislead the
Oh
dog.
wait. maybe.
Torn got excited and made that when we got to the end of the.
Maybe.
I still think we gotta
Bad joke.
grind
Did
something
you say dad
up
joke?
Yeah.
by the
You got a real good dad silhouette right now, Fred.
Dude, bring it back here.
34 years.
Oh,
Another one.
Now, your cup is the
Don't scare it. Let's listen.
Wait. Maybe we don't let it go.
Don't let it go.
Maybe there's something else that we need to do.
Fan's still on. Something will happen.
You don't think I should?
Can we do
Oh,
something
yeah.
there? It's just so weird that it cuts there. We can't do
I think it's
anything.
just to show you that the pipe's coming here.
Okay. See what's in the track.
Should I open it?
Yeah.
Little red frog.
Oh, what? Is that thing dead? No, there it is.
Oh.
You
It's
didn't
fine.
eat it.
It doesn't even eat it. Kill it!
Frogs.
That was just crazy.
There's a different animation this time. It jumped off the side edge rather than the front.
Yeah. It was a different frog.
There's a different frog.
Yeah.
Or it might have been the same frog. just
Behaving
went a different
differently.
direction.
Let's look. What's that frog interested in? That frog has an idea.
Something here.
Keep going.
Follow
Oh,
that
wait.
frog.
You can turn.
You,
Okay.
I just
So turn towards.
I just
Walk
did
a
it
little
right.
bit, and then turn where the frog went. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
There's nothing to see.
Can you grab the poop when the trap is down there?
No. I tried. Okay, so I think we should go to the place where the wood is cut,
We're
and
gonna
then
turn off the fan.
we can put something in there, and it'll get chopped up, and then maybe we put it in the water, and I don't know, something. What do y'all think about that?
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, there in the maybe there's a clue in the room with the bugs, and we can look at the pictures
Yeah, we've spent a lot of time in this area.
and
I'm gonna go and try it.
give us a clue. Yeah, let's go on a roller coaster ride. Oh, that's
So we're like underwater right now?
I think these spheres like push the water away somehow.
cool. Yeah, they do.
It's like a glass tube that
it's a tube. I think they just like push the water around.
But that could be reflections of the water. The water reflects.
Yeah,
That
that's
shade.
So if we put something in here and then send it off.
How do we get out of here?
Let's go walk in the forest and have a long think about it.
Wiggle this
Can we
fence.
crawl in?
Look at that.
Wiggle that thing.
Yeah, touch that bug.
There's a
Yeah,
bug
touch
just
it.
like on the.
Ah!
Eagles out.
Can we go?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, why didn't we do this
I'm
before?
glad there's no lock on there. Trusting people.
What's that?
It's casting a light.
It's pretty.
What's that?
Oh look.
Nope, nothing. Okay.
I can't tell how big that
Let's
is.
keep going forward.
Could be very big.
Ooh. Those trees were cut down and then they like grew out of the stump again.
Oh yeah. Looks
Hmm.
like it.
Like a nurse log.
I don't mind. Just cut a big hole through me.
This looks like the place where.
Ben would love this. Look at the fungi.
What is that huge nail thing?
What was that huge nail thing?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Is that like a dagger?
See a dagger here, what's going on?
Oh.
Which way?
Two paths that way. Fire lava.
I want to look down, but I can't.
You can look down.
Huh?
Just go a little further up the stairs.
Over time,
And then turn to
does
the
he
left.
write more in the book?
Go down the steps for one more, and now look over the edge. Turn left. Or right.
Fall in there.
Nice one, Steve.
This is my first rodeo.
You knew every place. Oh no.
Oh. Oh, what is that? What's in there?
There's somebody in there.
That's a warning.
Oh, where's it going?
Can you move?
It's gonna slide down that pipe somehow.
He's gonna fly
Oh,
away.
it's a pipe. A pipe?
So he's like
Oh.
telling people that you're there. Right.
Seems like it.
Little.
Now he's hiding in it.
Is he just hiding in that pipe?
I don't know where else he would have gone.
How about this way?
Okay.
Whatever.
We should make an FMV game.
What is FMP?
Oh.
Full motion video?
Yeah, we should, dude. We should. Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
This you could get lost in here.
Well, I think we just.
We should get
came
Lee
back.
over to this, because she's making a video game.
We came
Oh,
back.
yeah.
We're surrounded by the
Go back,
images
we
of,
should go
like,
back.
her game might be hypercard, like Riven
It
is.
is, yeah.
Just like static images that you click through.
Awesome.
I keep expecting Sling to be on one of these.
Like a fucking skull kid. Not joking.
So we were here before, right?
Keep going.
A Skulltilla.
We should go the other way.
Yeah, skull shit. Yeah, what's that?
A long shit. Can you help me? My life is pain. My life is pain.
Is that a lever?
My life is pain.
I thought it was, but I clicked on it.
What did it on the other side?
Huh? On the other side?
Oh, it's just the same shit, huh?
I like that. That's just like, oh.
Whoa! Ooh. Ooh, he's like, those people are like falling into those monstery things.
You know,
There's just 5-sided star at the top.
oh, there's 5 people.
Splattered up those.
5
Oh
people.
my god.
They have well, long hands. There's things coming out of torsos.
Oh, music. Ooh.
You know the people are around, but they're not children themselves.
That would have nightmares.
Up,
There's somebody over there.
Where?
That's not.
Right there.
up,
Oh,
up,
that is a person.
There is a person.
Corner.
This
And
is.
there's
Oh, it's
another
a-
person.
Ooh. look at
Coming for me.
This is definitely the suit.
Get out of
It's
here!
a kid.
fucking
It's a
stranger.
kid, and the mother's like, get out of here.
You're hiding from us.
Why?
We're outsiders. Look at this cool place.
Greetings. I came out of a book.
Oh, you can go down there.
I can go down there. It's a little ladder here. Should we go down there?
Yeah. There's a lever.
No.
Why
It's
can't
like
you
a
swim?
shift.
It's like a shift. Maybe it's missing a handle.
Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask the peasants.
Can you click that rock thingy?
No.
It's interesting.
I think
maybe,
the rock
maybe the
thing is
lever
important, though.
does that.
Yeah.
I want to come back here at night with all these little torches lit.
I think the arrow showed you could point out in the next when you're.
Ooh.
Waterworld.
their houses.
Did you like Waterworld?
Dude.
Me too.
I like Waterworld.
It's been a while since I only saw it like once, but it really stuck with me.
Waterworld got more hate than it deserved,
Oh, do they live in these weird bee homes?
Yes. They're not gonna open their door for you, though.
Come out, come out.
You do it 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's opening. Just kidding.
Someone in there is terrified.
Yes.
More.
Oh!
All it took was 5.
Okay.
Okay. Right, let's look in this little. I can't.
No, you can't. You respect their privacy.
They're afraid of you, Sam.
Don't worry, they're more scared of you than you are of them. Just like spiders.
That face was so big.
They're poisonous if you bite them. Don't worry.
What's
I mean,
that
they'll bite you.
down
They're
there?
poisonous.
Yeah, they got fangs.
We got snake lords.
Well, if you guys are gonna hide out.
Fred, did you
so
just say Snake Lord?
They're venomous.
Yeah.
We
They're not
caught
poisonous.
something in our trap.
You don't eat them.
Venomous, thank you. Maybe the frog is poisonous. It's colored like a
Oh
like
my
a
gosh. There was
Amazon.
another lever down there.
poisonous frog.
Her face was so big, that little hole.
I'm so drunk. I'm like a
The
lightweight.
beer you slowly drink.
You're drunk from that little thing?
Yes, I'm drunk.
You have to drive me home.
I know. That's the thing.
Silly. You need some coffee or anything?
I think I'll be good by the time I need to drive you home.
Okay.
Look at that thing. I want to do
Maybe I'm getting more tired.
Oh, that's not good. You should have some coffee, huh? No?
Depressant followed by a stimulant.
Should I bring it
Take a
back
nap.
up?
Take a quick nap.
Yeah.
It's only a little bit.
I'm just
I'm
gonna jump.
getting tired. Don't go to sleep.
Oh,
Lauren.
come back up. There it is.
How much longer do you want to be?
Well,
I think we should probably all stop at the same time when we're playing this game since it's so
it's 12:15.
engrossing.
Stop
What
at
do
the
y'all
same
think?
time.
What time
I don't
do we
know.
want to quit? Like
Look at these
1?
angry men.
What do you mean?
Can I shirk my responsibility off on Fred?
For driving?
I'm sorry.
I can maybe drive.
I need to make an offering.
Yeah.
Look at these wacky,
sorry.
angry faces.
I'm sorry, Fred. That's
No
negative
problem.
friend points.
I sort of suspected it would happen.
What?
Oh.
What is that?
What angry men are you looking
They're
at?
cooking a steak.
Turn back to this that little
What's
gold
happening?
throne. She doesn't know that she doesn't see the angry dudes.
Yeah, I didn't see
This
any
thing?
One more time. Next to it. See, there's like the weird seat, and then there's the guys.
Uh-huh.
See them with their wacky teeth and their horns.
No! Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
I see it.
Yes,
Now I
yes,
see
yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I was
But
expecting
it's
it to
kind
be
of
creepy.
vague. It's kind of I don't know how
I
to
thought I
say it.
could pick up this wood, but no.
I
Oh,
could pick
nice.
up this wood.
There's mushrooms?
But my hands were strong.
Yeah, what are those things?
But now they're wood hands.
What are those?
And now
Little
they're
fish?
snapping.
Little fish drying?
There's some back.
Like little rays?
Dude. I don't want to live
That's
here.
good.
This could be a resort. You know,
I think it's the lack of people that's making me nervous.
No one's gonna jump out at you. I'll assure you that.
Yeah.
Except me.
No, and also nobody's going to kill you.
They just want to help you solve.
They just want to trap you in this world.
That's what
Yeah.
my ex couldn't handle. She's like, what are the people? Like, what if this person's gonna come out?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's. I
They
think
live
it's-
in these nice.
I'm like, why is
know.
everyone ignoring me?
I want to go in
I have a
there.
good-
No, I just want to be like, I just want to go swimming in
I'll
that
make her
all
cross.
day and then just hang on one of those things.
The last guy that came out of a book wasn't so nice.
What should I do?
Go down there.
Go check
back
your
down.
chat.
Or I mean, where have you not been yet?
Jump.
Wait, did Gen come out of a book and enter into this world that already existed?
I think so.
How do we
Can
get
we
over
go to
there?
those stairs?
Because that would explain why they
Go
don't
over
like
there.
outsiders.
Can't. Is that
There's people
Get
like
over
that man that we saw in the beginning that got dragged away.
You'll run what Gen calls his fifth age.
Okay, well.
Can we trust him?
Maybe it's his ninth. Maybe he's full of shit and this is his ninth
Yeah.
age.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's your what's your metric?
I could try to send that thing down and see if this changes.
I do think so. I don't even know what you're talking about. But keep trying it.
What do you think? Like, that's the only thing we could do is send that thing down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, most of the time, that's all we can do. Shaman King.
Alright. Get out of here.
Oh, this is really silent.
Yeah, how did you speed up that animation?
I can hit escape.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is.
Where is it?
It's over there.
On that platform.
But I don't know how to go there. But here. was hoping maybe like the handle would pop up.
Yeah.
There you are.
I feel like you'd push that rock thing, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's with their telepathic powers.
If you use your telepathic
Oh, there's
powers.
a weird round. Yeah, it's another weird round thing.
I don't think we can reach it.
Yeah, well, you don't have like 50-foot like arms that can like go all the way over there.
We have
Yeah.
no idea what we could look
Yeah.
like. We could look like a giant octopus. That's why everyone's ignoring it.
That's true.
Why don't they like us?
We should get a stick.
Wait,
Oh,
can you go
look,
in there? Yeah,
that's-
the door.
That's where you came from.
Oh.
There's another way we can go down here.
Ooh, there's a spinny thing.
Ooh.
I like it. I like a good spinny roof. Here we go.
So we can go.
Oh, didn't we go left last time?
Well, we went
I'm
left.
gonna go in here
Oh, it's
and do
different way.
Hawaiian style.
We came from over there.
chairs.
We went there.
Check out what's coming off these shrooms.
Yeah, it looks funky.
Oh, that's the figs. Those are the figs.
Oh.
Oh, shroom figs.
Yeah, I can't tell if this is the way we came the first time or not.
No, it's not.
Maybe we can pick them and
disoriented.
maybe we can pick them and we can put it on the thing on the.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Trump.
It's Trump, is that what you said?
Look, you got a tie. You got a tie and stuff.
Trump.
It's red.
I don't
like
know
a-
why.
looks like a
No,
lizard.
no,
Gecko.
it didn't look like what I thought it would look. It looked like a guy with a tie or something.
Well,
There you
we finally
This
made it.
must be a
Oh,
holy spot.
go. By
Wow.
judging by the music.
It's like a what, Laura?
Judged by the big
Yeah.
statue of some kind of bug.
Thanks, the frog.
These fish worshippers.
Oh look, they got those lights shining on.
Yeah, there's little lights.
Chugga chugga chug chug.
I
You
want.
really know how to create atmosphere here.
Yeah, look
When
at
we
me.
look up,
At the thingy.
when we go over there and we look up, we go and we look
That's all I
up.
can do.
No, that's it.
No directions.
That's it. That's the spinny room.
All around.
Our roof sure is spinning though. Well,
Well, should we go the other way?
which
Oh,
Which
wait.
way?
We were here.
this is
I'm
Where
so
we
sorry.
came.
Go by the dagger.
You can't really.
closest we can get.
Like an anchor or something.
Look at it.
Goes up pretty deep.
What's making that noise? The whoop whoop?
It's a demon. It's a bug.
I couldn't find anything that useful in there. Just that.
There's this thing too that looks kind of like a dagger. That thing?
What's that sound?
You're right about that, man.
And what's all this? It's broken.
Tree splinter?
Can you pull that dagger?
Yes.
It's too big.
Oh, is that like some kind
Looks like an
Yeah, I
axe.
think they used it to
Look
chop
at
the
it.
trees.
Yeah.
Oh,
They used it to chop trees.
giant dagger. Huh.
Oh, go down, yeah.
Did I go this way? I don't
Yeah.
think I went this
Yeah, we
Yeah,
already
yeah,
went
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, you did go that way. Okay.
I think we went
Go
down
down.
already too.
Oh, there they are! This is the moment I've been
Yeah.
waiting for!
Get closer.
Wait,
No, wait, just keep that mouse out of their face.
Like dinosaurs.
no, please, you serious.
Oh,
Oh, we got it.
hi.
How do you get down there? Oh, jeez.
They're blown away.
Scared him.
Oh.
Hi. Yo.
Yeah, like no one likes you in this game, not even the animals.
The animals don't like us anyways. They're like, they are.
They're like plesiosaurs, but they have baleen teeth.
I'm gonna go find him.
You can swim.
They look like seagulls, their mouths.
Seals?
Like seagulls.
Seagulls?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we're hanging out.
Can I climb on that rock?
Yeah.
Get on
Yeah,
the
you
rock.
keep you've been walking around it. Like,
Yeah, going around.
Ooh, there you go. Nice little shady spot.
Well, I saw a thing over here.
Oh, I think we can return to the trail.
How do you do it? Right here?
Yeah, go forward. Forward. Then you get back and
Ah.
oh. There we
Ah.
go.
Yeah. A weird tunnel.
Ooh, I like these transitions.
Is this anywhere we've been before?
Oh, is this the other side that we could go to?
This is another one of these.
Oh, it is! And I bet the go-kart's there.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
can you look up from there?
I was thinking, but
Weird.
Hmm.
Weird. Ooh, what's this?
Oh, that's another.
Oh.
Nice.
We just got DI.
Take it down, Fred.
What? Show it again. Where have I seen it? But it's funny. There you go. Oh, here you go.
DI.
Notes. Good note taking.
You got the notes? Every 2 hours we'll find one of those things.
I got it. I'm never gonna forget that one.
We're going for it. What's this? Little notches.
Hmm.
Get in there.
Oh, maybe this is the one that I remember.
This is fun.
Oh, so you get to choose the track.
With that one, I think.
Which way? Or I could turn around. Where should I go?
Let's go that. Yeah, let's keep going.
Left?
Yeah.
Weirdly warm. Okay. Should I climb out?
Ooh, that's pretty. Let's just appreciate that.
So close, yet so far.
Okay.
So,
Wait, click on the ladder.
yeah.
No. Someone halfway finished.
Did you want me to appreciate that more?
Wait, yeah, click up.
It's got a really distinct sky color, like
So blue.
so blue.
So blue.
It goes. Okay.
Turn around.
Turn around.
So did it turn around?
Yeah. Where should I go? Left or?
Let's keep going left. Yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever play like Steve? Did you ever play Exile? Like any of the Exile games?
Isn't that Myst 3?
Myst 3 is called Exile.
Oh, I'm talking about a whole different series.
I have not.
Spiderweb software.
I have not.
There's this guy. It's a company that just makes these like really old, these like RPG games, or like roguelike games that are really fun.
What are they about?
They're kind of hard to describe. They're very like Dungeons and Dragons.
Why can't I reach
Like wander around,
Wait, do
like
you have to look up
you can
again?
suddenly die sort of things.
Huh?
Do you have to
You
look
know what I
up?
mean? Like the ones that are like
Okay.
if you like wander into a wrong dungeon, you're like you know like they'll be like game over. You know you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Maybe if I turn around first. Try turning around and going.
It's a satisfying sound effect.
Yeah. Can't reach it.
Now let's go down and let's try the other way because there's still one way that we haven't
Yep. Upstairs and get up. Or something, and
Okay, now I come up
whenever you're ready.
there. Okay.
yeah, let's turn it that way.
You ready to go, Laura?
I'm just get kind of claustrophobic in here, so I'm gonna go upstairs for a while.
Okay. You can open that door too if you want.
I'm sorry, Laura.
Okay.
I'll let you down.
No, you didn't.
Oh, look, there's a ladder, we can all climb out. Ooh, look at
Whoa.
the blue sky.
It's a little walkway. There's like these water holes.
Yeah, there's like holes in the water.
I think that's what we like shot up at.
Let's go in here.
Ooh, the paddles. Oh, here come the puddles.
And look out. Oh, I can see all the holes. Okay. Cool. So I wonder why. Oh, there's like these little like gear shaped things. See? Like the one that was over here. So I think like there's like different positions that it can come up at. Wow. I have no idea what order to put these.
Maybe we should just stop here and we can
Yeah.
work on this puzzle next
I
time.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right here, I'll save.
Great.
If I turn on zip mode, you can travel faster, like the longer pathways that you have to walk along.
Yeah, I think it'll just show a lightning bolt.
You can go
Yeah.
zip, 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 zippy, zip.
Whoa, do we want
Ernest.
zip mode?
Ernest saves Riven.
We want optional zip mode.
Yeah, you can just like
It-
places you've already gone through once. If there's like a long passageway, and you put the
Okay.
mouse in a certain place, it'll become a lightning bolt rather than a hand, and then you click it and all.
Are we supposed to be using the book?
Save,
Like,
save.
or is that the answer for most
Did we
of the
save?
puzzles?
I saved.
Save again, just to make sure. Oh,
He's
good,
there.
good. Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother me. And here's our recording.